Hey guys, welcome back to Sgcarmart. Today, if you're looking for an electric practical light goods vehicle for your business, this new entrant might be the one for you. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Victory e-Response. And is this the one for your business? Let's find out. Now, starting off by the front, you'll notice that first of all, the cabin size right here is rather tall, so it's going to give you a rather wide field of vision. And then you'll notice right here, there's a little bit of a bonnet that stretches out, so it does stand out from your typical Japanese light goods vehicles. And down here, you get a black grille with a little bit of silver trimming to give it a little bit more athleticism. Now over by the side, you can see that this van is 1.92 meters, so meaning under 2 meters, it will fit inside most multi-story car parks, no problem at all. And with a length of 4.4 meters, with your rear parking, also gonna be no problem at all. Another thing that's special is underneath it's coated with tough coat to protect against corrosion. Now over by the rear, you'll find Victory, which is the branding, as well as e-Response for the model name, along with a high mount brake light. Over here, you'll notice that there is no rear wiper or demister, so do take note. However, there is a rear camera, so reversing will be as simple as that. Now, if you open up this rear boot, you'll find 4,252 litres worth of boot space, which may not be as big as the KYC V7, but it is bigger than the BYD T3's 3,800 litres. Now, over here, this amount of cargo space can actually haul up to 1.1 tons of payload, so that's quite useful, isn't it? Now, let's check out the inside. The Victory e-Response is priced at $39,800 without COE. The electric motor produces 80 brake horsepower and 200 Newton meters of torque. The 41.68 kilowatt-hour battery has a drive range of 300 kilometers. Now, over by the interior rear, you'll notice that the floor is rather high. That's because the electric batteries are down underneath. You have a little bit of a metal plating here with a little bit of texture so that things don't slip around as much. And over here, you get a little bit of soft padding. You also get your door handles along left and right side. However, do take note that there are no door handles from the rear, so that will have to be opened from the outside. Now over by the cabin of the Victory e-Response, things are hardy and functional. You get 2 analog dials for your tachometer and speedometer, and also a nice little LED display that tells you all your needs of your battery as well as your EV functions. Over by the middle, you get a nicely integrated 10-inch Android infotainment system. So this is something that's usually also overlooked in commercial vehicles. You're going to get Bluetooth audio as well as Google Maps to help with your navigation. So over down here, you get physical controls for your air cons, which are back to basic, and physical buttons and dials to control your temperature as well as fan speed, so things can't go wrong. And you also get your hazard light button down here with 2 USB chargers and a 12 volt if you need the extra charging power. Down here you get 2 cup holders and this gear shift that goes reverse, neutral and drive with a manual pulling handbrake. These seats are fabric and manually adjusted. Now, another thing that's unique about this Victory e-Response is they come with these trapo mats as standard. Now, these trapo mats give it a nicer, more premium look, especially with that 2-tone color, and it's a lot easier to trap dirt and dust with its unique design. Now, if you're not familiar, Trapo is one of the bigger automotive accessory brands within Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia and Indonesia. So in certain regards, especially like this infotainment system and this texture here, this feels a little bit more upmarket than your regular commercial vehicle, but more importantly is its safety systems that we find inside this van. So does this drive as well as it looks? Only one way to find out. So driving the Victory e-Response, what does it feel like? Well, like most commercial vehicles, it's back to basics, but at the same time, certain things feel a little bit more brushed up inside this cabin. I especially like this integrated head unit. This unique shape is not something that you typically find inside commercial vehicles. You typically get something rectangular and just stuck that's jutting out. This one sits really nicely and it comes with Google Maps, so it helps with your navigation as well as Bluetooth for your music audio. Over down here, you have your instrument cluster and it's back to basics. It's really analog. You get 2 regular analog displays and, well, it's just back to the normal of your speedometer and your tachometer, but this tachometer is slightly different, of course, because it's for the revolutions per minute of your electric motor. And in addition to that, you also get a LCD display in the middle that's showing you a very large display of your battery. Currently we're at 72%, and 72% with this gets 194 kilometers. Now, this Victory e-Response comes with 41.86 kilowatt hours of battery, which gives it some 300 kilometers of range. Now, while this might not be the best in class, it still has quite a fair bit of range for its battery, and that's because it's also using a Cat L battery, and this, they provide 10 years of warranty, so you don't have to worry about your battery running out or something happening, because 10 years of warranty just really gives you that peace of mind. Well, 10 years is actually one of the longest battery warranties that we've seen even on commercial vehicles so far. So in the unfortunate event of something happening to your battery, you can bring it back to the dealer and they might do a one-to-one exchange on a case-by-case basis. Now, speaking on the battery, this battery can be charged with 6.6 kilowatt AC charging or DC fast charging, which brings it to 0 to 100% in 1.3 hours. When we're talking about numbers, this thing comes with just 80 brake horsepower and 200 Newton meters of torque. Now, while that might seem a little, and to be honest, when I first looked at the specs, it does feel a little bit lacking, but let me tell you, this thing is brisk, even for a commercial vehicle. Now, it weighs somewhere under 1.4 tons, which for an electric commercial vehicle, I believe is somewhere in the lighter range. But more importantly, even with just 80 brake horsepower, this thing is brisk. It kind of reminds me of my first vehicle, which was a Suzuki Every, and that was just a 660cc naturally aspirated engine. It might seem a little bit underpowered, but when you get to know the vehicle better, you can know at what parts you can push it, and you can actually really bring it to a brisk speed if you know how to meddle with the pedals the right way. Now, keep in mind again, this is a commercial vehicle, so for the most part, you're going to be limited to 70 kilometers per hour, so that should be more than enough. In terms of safety systems, in terms of ADAS, this Victory e-Response actually has quite an edge over its competitors. This is typically something that you don't see in commercial vehicles. This Victory e-Response comes with front collision warning, lane departure warning, vehicle close warning, and quite a fair bit more that you'll see right here. Now, another safety feature that I want to touch on, this comes with driver alert monitor. So now, while this may be a newish coming to a standard thing on passenger vehicles, it's something really rare on commercial vehicles. And keep in mind that commercial vehicles typically spend more time on the road per day with more kilometers traveled. This is a really useful feature. So if your driver is starting to feel fatigued, starting to not be as attentive,
please take a break. Please take a break.
This monitor may be able to help you, and it can even tell if your driver is smoking.
No smoking.
Now, that's a new one that I haven't heard, but that should be interesting to see. So if you ask me, is this Victory e-Response a will buy, won't buy, or go try? Well, if you ask me, I think that this e-Response is a go try because it puts a very unique positioning out on the market.
Excluding COE, just $39,800.
This is quite a prospective purchase, and it also comes with one of the most comprehensive safety systems for a commercial van that I've seen. And it's quite a lightweight vehicle in terms of commercial vehicles, so you're still getting some 300 kilometers of range out of this vehicle. If you look at its competitors, you're looking at the KYC V7 as well as the BYD T3, of which this e-Response has a stronger range of 300 kilometers. Add to that, on top of that, you're also going to get 10 years battery warranty, which is the longest battery warranty that we've seen so far. Now, while some might feel a little bit of concern because Victory is a rather new brand, it is backed by Century Motors, which is backed by the Inchcape Group,
and also after-sales support by Auto Insure, which is backed by Century Motors under the Inchcape Group.
so that does give you some peace of mind. So that's it for our review of this Victory e-Response. What do you think? If you want something lightweight, something fast, something electric, yet full of safety systems, then this Victory e-Response might be the one for you. So what do you think of our review? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Let us know down in the comments below, as well as any other car or EV or CV that you'd like to see us try out. Do leave it in the comments and we'll read every single one of these. Now, if you've made it this far, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Lastly, do follow us on TikTok. We are at Sgcarmart. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.